Hey everyone, welcome to another video, and in this one we are going to be testing out the video capabilities of all those little point and shoot cameras that you can buy from Argos and Amazon. £59 to about £500 or so. So for example, starting with this one, the lowest price on the list here, £59, the WX220 from Sony Cybershot. And although it's lacking a little bit of sharpness, it's actually pretty good for the money, as you can see. Quite clear when you pan. Now the Nikon S6900, £89. A little blurry in the panning, as you can see, but good colours, sharp images, better than the WX220, and really good zoom on this camera. You can pick this up from eBay because it's quite an old camera now, for about £89. Here's the Fuji F770 EXR, again eBay, a few years old this particular camera, but yeah, it's not too bad, fairly sharp, very good sound. Problem is the autofocus. And a lot of these cameras, apart from the Sony cameras, a lot of the other cameras, Canon, Nikon, etc., they do have a bit of a problem with the autofocus. The autofocus on this Sony HX7V is very good. However, the sound is a little bit tinny. There's a lot of mid-range and not a lot of bass to it. Canon Ixus 190, very popular pocket camera, but it's not very sharp. I'm not going to say that the colours are dull because obviously that's a dull day that was taken, but quite good sound. Next up is the Samsung WB850F. Not bad, good sound, quite good pictures coming in. Next up is another Sony, the HX60V. I've actually got this camera coming to me, so I'll probably do a full-length review on it, but £125, it's a fairly good, sharp, clear picture with a good pan, not much dragging when you're panning, and it's got a fair sound profile, one of the best ones from the Sonys, because they tend to be a little bit tinny. This is the Olympus SH2, really nice picture on this, very sharp, it's got great zoom. Quite a nice sound, not bad at all. Panasonic, now I find the Panasonics, although the picture is quite clear and sharp, the colours are a little bit faded out compared to the Canon or Sony. But other than that, it's a good sound, it's a good camera for the money. Again, you can get these on eBay for around $149. Now this is the little Sony camera that looks a little bit like a micro camcorder. The images are superb in this. This is a 1080p, 1920 by 1080, same as they all are that format in this test. But for £159, this is incredible, really, what you're getting. The sound's pretty good as well, so it's not a bad one to go for. This is the Canon EOS M, quite an old camera now. It's getting on in years, but you can get them for $169 on eBay. Nice colours, as with all the Canons. Bit of a blurry pan, but again, it's a good sound, much better than the Sony sound. And this is the M3, slightly better than the M, slightly newer. At $179 on eBay. Might be a little bit sort of overexposed there with the sun out, but good, clear, sharp picture. Sounds pretty good. It picks up everything, but it's not overpowering like the Sony. This is the RX100. This is the Mark 1. You can get them on eBay for about $179. Yeah, it's a good, clear image, fairly sharp, good autofocus, as all Sonys are. but again, it's that tinny sound. It picks up everything. You know, kind of almost, it's like it's distorting, but it's just because there's no bass. It's all really mid-range and treble. The Canon SX620 HS, we'll pick these up for $199. Great image, clear, great sound, but again it suffers from that autofocus problem where it doesn't quite understand where it is. The Nikon B500, now this is not a compact camera, not as compact as the other ones, still got a built-in lens, but it's lacking a bit of sharpness, the colours seem to be quite bland, and the sound has it's a good sound, but it's narrow, it's sort of mid-range and not a great deal of bass or treble. The Samsung Galaxy Camera 2, £225 on eBay. That is definitely lacking a bit of sharpness, but other than that it's not bad. Quite a realistic video that you end up with. Slightly better than that is the Canon EOS 100D, which is the Rebel SL1 in the US. $269 on eBay. Quite a few years old now, this one, but yeah, not bad. Clear, sharp image. Good sound. I haven't got a sample of the zoom or panning, but other than that, very good. The Sony WX500. Now this is not bad. $279 on eBay. It's a really clear, accurate, colourful picture with great autofocus. However, the sound is a little bit tinny, as all the Sonys seem to be. This is the Panasonic TZ90, so we looked at the 70, this is the 90, a bit more expensive. It's a better image quality, more, it's more sharp than the 70. Lacking a little bit of colour though, I feel. Good sound though. This is the HX90V, so we looked at the 60, this is the 90. Much better. Great colour, good autofocus again, good zoom. It's a little bit less sharp than that WX500 from the Sony range that we saw. Now this is the Osmo from DJI. This is like a handheld sort of with a gimbal included, so it's absolutely fantastic. For $329 you get really good images, superb stabilization, and the sound's pretty good as well. If you're making videos, selfies and things, that is a really good choice. This is the Nikon A1000, back to a normal looking compact camera. $369, and you see the images are quite good, quite clear, the panning is quite good. It's got quite a high bit rate, these videos, so on sort of the fine mode, so they don't play so well on all the computers, but anyway, good pan, good sound. Now the Canon G9X Mark II, this is, you're talking £445 here, and this is the RRP, so this is quite a new camera. But yeah, it's a great image, it's a great sound, and it has great panning abilities. There's no kind of dragging as you pan round. Fabulous if you're prepared to pay, £445. Now on to the Sony RX100 Mark IV. You can pick these up for around about £450. Great clear image. Much better sound than the other Sonys that we've seen. Now we have the Sony A5100, quite expensive, $479, but as you'd expect, it's a great image, sharp and clear. The sound on this one is still, reverted back to that kind of tinny sound, a lot of mid-range. I don't want to say hollow, but it's not got that kind of depth that the Canons and the others have got. And finally, a quick clip filmed on my Nokia smartphone, the new James Bond No Time to Die phone. It's got the Zeiss lens configuration was really nice. The drag's quite a bit there though, as you can see, but the colours are good, sound is good. There's no zoom, only digital zoom. But anyway, we're at the end of the list. So what, 25 cameras in about 10 minutes we've seen. So I've studied the shots, and I think the best one for a travel camera is that HX7V, or possibly the Olympus SH2. Both got good zoom, good quality footage. If you're movie making or vlogging, then either the little Sony handheld or the Osmo Pocket. It's a good choice. If you've got a bit more cash to splash, then the RX100, the 1 or the 4 is good, or the Nikon. Both good quality all-rounders. If you've got more money to spend, then obviously go up to a mirrorless system like the Sony Alpha A5100. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.